Dictionaries have specific way to refer to the elements, and they are called the keys. So the keys are either numeric values or strings, as you see here, which refer to a specific data. So instead of using the index as we use in the list, we can use the keys to refer to the values according to their position. So scientist, and instead of index, we use the key, and as we see, it returns the value assigned to that key. So the value of that key is the name, Isaac Newton. Now, similarly, we can do that. Instead of name, we can use birth, and also we can use for the next the date. If we want to see or to get a list of the keys, so we have a function, member function, which is called keys. So this function will give us keys. Okay, so this function will return keys as a list. Also, so we can define values, and similarly, the values will give us the dictionary values as a small list. Also, we can remove a category from a dictionary by using pop. For example, if we pop death, so it will give us the date. If we print scientist again, we will see that it removed the category completely. So it removed the value and the key together. It is possible to use numbers as keys. For example, we say numbers where keys are integers. And similar to what we did with the dictionary scientist, we can get any element by using its key. So if we say numbers 5, so it will give 119. If we say numbers 8, it is important here to notice that unlike lists, there are no elements in between. I mean, for example, if we try to number numbers 7, so actually it will say there's no key, or there's a key error 7. There's no key has the value 7. So this could be a little bit confusing for the users when you use integer numbers as keys. The next data structure is called tuples or tuples. Tuples are immutable Python data structure elements, and immutable means they are not changeable. That means, for example, if you define a tuple like t equals, of course, notice that in this case we use parentheses, not brackets or curly braces. It takes only simple parentheses. And if we define the elements, also the elements could be mixed. So here, for example, we use integer elements, float elements, and string elements. So as you see here, we define this tuple, but there's no way to change. So tuples do not have functions like append or remove or pop because they are immutable. That means Once you define a tuple, you cannot make any change. However, only two functions that can perform some operations on tuples. The first one is count. So t count 3, for example, it gives us the count of the given value. For example, if we say t count 8, it will give 0 because there's no 8 inside this tuple. Also, if we say t count odd, so it will give 1. The index gives us the index of a value inside the tuple. So if we say index 4, I forgot to add t. Okay, so it was 5. So these are the functions related to tuples. So the first example is the multiple assignment. And multiple assignment means we can assign multiple values to multiple variables. So we can say x, comma y, comma z equals to, let's say 3, comma 6, comma 8. So if we return the value x is 3, y is 6, and z is 8. Or if we define values, for example, let's say a, comma b, comma c, maybe the opposite of what's c here, x, comma y, comma z, and we say a, b, and c. The second use is to swap values of two variables. Actually, it uses the similar mechanism we used in multiple assignment, but instead of different variables, we use the same variables but in opposite order. So for example, let's check first the value of x is 3, y is 6. Now if we say x, comma y equals to, and notice we are using comma here, we don't use another punctuation mark, comma, x in this way, and enter. So if we check the value of x, now it is 6 and y is 3.